If you think that you suck at Fortnite, then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to give you the ultimate Fortnite tips so you can become a pro in no time. These are the tips that I've created and used to be very good at this game, even if I'm just new. Now let's get to this video. Alright, so this video I'm going to be separating it into 3 parts. The looting phase, the exploration phase, and the battling phase. Now let's start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is always landing on top of buildings or houses. There is 2 reasons to do this. And let's start with the reason number 1. Number 1 is loot. Believe it or not, you can actually get some pretty loot on just landing on top of buildings. For example, in really tall buildings, you might just get a little gun or a common gun. But if you land on houses, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a chest on the rooftops. And now, reason number 2 you want to do this is because it also gonna gives you a height advantage. If somebody starts attacking you from any distance, you're gonna be easily able to get them for the high measures. For example, this guy or this girl right here. Now you're probably at the bottom if you're like in a house like me. So here's what I recommend you to start searching. Number 1 is chest. Try to find a chest in a house somewhere. It's pretty much the base concept of the game because it's where you get all the guns. And then number 2 is ammo boxes. I think this is one of the most important ones. And the reason for this is because ammo boxes have ammo, and I think I deserve you to call you stupid if you are actually in a fight and ran out of ammo. I guess. I'm sorry, I concentrate too much when I fight. But let's keep on. Also, now that I see myself in here, one of the tips you should follow is never get yourself into fights. If not, things like this can happen. And this is a very important tip. Never get involved in fights. Just like that. And the reason to not get involved in fights is because you're pretty much guaranteed to die, just like me. So yeah, if you see that 2 people are fighting and you're not in, do not get in the fight, okay? And this is a common mistake that a lot of new Fortnite players do. They think they're ninja and they just try to go for the kills, but since you're new, they just keep on dying. So if you see 2 people fighting or more, don't get in a fight, okay? Unless someone is like legit shooting you and you're just shooting them back to defend yourself, don't shoot them. Now, let's go with the next phase. Okay, so I think phase 2 starts when the storm starts to shrink, like the first circle. But this is my favorite phase because it's just calm and you really just don't have to worry about not a lot of things. But first, let's start with the storm. I would totally call you stupid if someone actually dies from the storm in solos. Now, I can totally understand Team Rumble or probably other modes, but dying in solos because of the storm is just ridiculous. So, but if you don't want me to call you ridiculous, then just follow these tips and you will be successful in your Fortnite match. First of all, let's start with the time you have to start going for the storm. you're very far from the storm circle, you might want to start going about 30 to 1 minute before the storm comes. Okay, this will have to maximize your run, but you probably still have enough time to get loot. Your medium range to the storm about 30 seconds, and if you're like close to the storm, you literally can just like wait as soon as the storm starts, not when it ends, when it starts. Now while you're in the exploration phase, it's a very important role, and it's probably one of the most important because you have to prepare for battle. So let's take a look at one of the things you might want to keep. First of all, is searching new areas. So my area right now was Steamy Stacks, and I forgot this place, how it was called. But whatever, you might want to search new areas. The reason of this is just to find new chests or new loot, and so you can get some really good loot before you go for a battle. For example, I have assault rifle and this bomb, but I mean, if I can find a gold one, or at least a blue or purple pump shotgun, then that'll be even better. So yeah, search new places, get loot that has not been looted, and yeah, for example, this thing right here. Next thing is just ammo boxes. Yes, ammo boxes are very important, and they are very expected. Since a lot of people are noobs and probably don't find it, there probably might be a bunch of them out there. So just go and find it. Let me tell you, ammo probably must be one of the things you have to less worry about, because there is infinite ammo everywhere. Now, the next thing we're gonna talk about is very important, and I want us to choose in mind, and that is something that I'm gonna do right now, and that's materials. Yes, the exploration phase is literally just the best time to start harvesting. And no, like not harvesting or farming, but like getting materials. This is very important because once you're into battle, you're really not gonna have that time to get those materials you were wanting at first. So the exploration phase is guaranteed the best time to go for trees, rocks, and metal. So happy harvesting. And probably last but not least is your deck. As you're getting ready to go into the fight or the battling phase, which is probably one of the most important phases of all, you want to take this in charge, and it's your deck. Yes. Now, your deck pretty much depends on the style of what you play. But if you're just like an overall gamer like me who really doesn't care, then go with this type of deck. First of all, let's talk about guns. I always like to have my shotguns first, assault rifles, and then any kind of long range gun. I always like them to have from shortest to longest. I don't know, it just makes it better for me. And yeah, also you might be the best deck for me would be shotgun, assault rifle, and sniper rifle. But if you also like other guns like your short range, then you can have shotguns, SMGs, and then assault rifle or burst. Your medium range, burst, and assault. I really just don't care. It really depends on your gameplay. Oops, well, I didn't mean that to put there. And just from overall, oh gosh, it's you. And just in overall guns, any kind of transportation or grenades, and then any kind of med kits or just loot. as you're going to the circle, one of the things you'll be finding if you're about to get sucked in a storm, just like me, one of your recommendations is mobility. There's a lot of ways to move in Fortnite, but really not a lot at first, but now they have added some few items. For example, one of them is a crash pad. So you use it like this. See how far I got? And yeah, it really doesn't affect your gameplay. But yeah, mobility is very important because it's not just for the storm, but it's also for escaping any kind of trouble, or you know, dude who's just trying to follow you. Probably dude that was trying to follow me all the way over there. If he can, I don't know if he actually can. But still, I think that's all for the exploration phase. Now, we'll see you in battle phase. Before I go to battle phase, I have to get these good chests. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, yes. I am very sorry. Alright, looks like you've learned about mobility. Let's go to the last phase. The battling phase. Alright, so the final phase is the battle phase, and you might be, well, why are you in the lobby? And that's pretty much because I tried about recording 4 matches and I never got to the battle phase. I mean, I did, but like recording while you're in the middle of battle is just really hard. So I'm just gonna give you the tips from here. And it's to protect, build a wall as soon as they start shooting you. This is very important because you really want to just limit the amount of damage they give you. Try to recover shield and health after you've done fighting someone. If you're pretty much like low, use the shield or health you have recovered in the early sessions. So, excuse me. So you can just go and finish them up, and you can be ready for the next battle. Also, use the appropriate gun when you're fighting. For example, if you're going like a very close range, you probably want to use the shotgun, but when you're like at close range, you can also use SMG, probably some kind of sword like the Kingsman in this case, and a pistol will be close middle range. Now middle guns will probably include like pistols, assault rifles, and grenades. And just for last, as long range includes sniper rifles and rocket or grenade launcher. And a few tips before we finish off: avoid being in the open, try to hide in the building, but don't go out right in the open because you're technically a very good sniping post or like target. If you're shooting from a wall, shoot from the right side. This is very important because they can't just always hold their guns by the right side, so you might want to kind of limit yourself to the left side of shooting. And of course use platforms when doing, because you are a fucking, I'm not gonna say the word, if you die because of a mountain. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I guess I'm probably ending the video here. I'm sorry I didn't got to record the battle process, but that's how you know I'm still not 100% pro. But I mean, if you follow the skills, you probably might be able to get really far. And I was kind of having trouble recording in gameplay, so I'm really sorry if I didn't got to record the battle process. But still, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really want to see my face, just go to my Instagram. You can just go to my channel and the name will be right there, or you can, I'll also try to post it down there my name, so you can just go search me and make sure to follow me, right? And subscribe to the channel. Remember our goal, 200 views, 50 subs, right? If you actually want to see a season 3, because I know season 3 is coming really soon, and I actually want to record that, still just write in the comments if this video helped you, okay? And watch the video up here, because in this video right now we're doing something impossible. So if I was you, I'll click this video right now and watch it, okay? But still, thank you guys. Make sure to click this video up here, and we will see you soon. Goodbye.